And welcome back once more to Let's Play Banished. In the last episode we built a graveyard, we started building the clinic, or the hospital as it's properly called, which we will equip right away, because you never know when your people get sick. You sometimes have random outbreaks of diseases, sometimes traders bring in diseases, nomads often bring diseases as well. This is no xenophobic nonsense, it's just a thing that happens in the game. And yeah, it's just better to have the hospital working all the time. So yeah, people will go there. We currently don't have any patients because we don't have any sick people. People will go here if they get sick. They will stay here for a bit and get treated. I think if they get to the hospital they will not die. Okay, we still have a worker and he currently doesn't have anything to do, so what we'll do now is we'll start building a boarding house. I think it will be placed right here. Yeah, I'll put it here. That'll do. It's not pretty, but it will at least serve its purpose. Okay, we're also stocking up on stones and iron. Although I suppose we might actually run out of storage space for that, because stone and iron are only stored in stockpiles, and I'm not even sure we can build two of those. Can I build a second stockpile? I think I can, but I really don't want to. Okay, I could, but I kind of don't feel like doing that. This one stockpile I have usually lasts me through the entire game, because you always take things out, you just keep changing things in it. And you use up stuff if it's full, so it's not a big deal to just have it. Let's look at that. Yeah, thing is, if this section of the town gets hit by a tornado or burns down, it will cost me a lot of resources to replenish it. Because we have the trading post here, we have the chapel, we have the hospital, we have the town hall, and those things are not permanent by any means. I've had my town hall burned down in a fire, and I really hated it because I had mostly harvested all the stones from the map, and it took ages to rebuild it. Oh my, we are out of people, and for some reason that created homeless, because I suppose the family got kicked out of the house. Okay, we are out of people now, so the first people will have to relinquish their jobs for now, which means the woodcutter will be out of service. Because the last thing I want is actually to have my teacher going to have my teacher die and not be replaced. I can't afford my builder to he's the next one to go, or to become a laborer, but I don't want him to be I don't want him to be removed now, because right now we still have things to build. But I actually want to have another house here. Actually, let's place a second row here. Okay, and we might also want to put a well over here. So let's do this before... Ah, damn it. Before anything else. We need a well right over here. You can try to plaster your town with those, but it's very expensive and you will run out of stones. Or you will most likely run out of stones on the way there. Just putting down 4 houses here. I might actually want to only place 2 right now. I could put those 2 on hold just to have them there and to keep in mind that they are still here. I'll build 2 here, and I will see how that goes. We do have the resources, so we are mostly waiting on the things to be hauled. Which is fine. By the way, one of the last, or actually the last profession I will introduce is the brewer, because a chapel will usually serve the happiness of your town quite well. Once you have a good variety of food going, you most likely have 5. Okay, you only have firewood. I don't need firewood. And also, why don't you want those? Actually, it used to tell you the name of the merchant somewhere. Merchant has arrived. Ah, here, there it is. Haley the resource merchant. I would like you to bring stones next time. That's just the thing I want to stock up on. Stones. Okay. And I think now you can bugger off again. Bring something useful next time. We're actually having the worst merchants ever. I mean, starting off with a seed merchant was pretty terrible because we don't have anything we could sell him. I'm not going to sell food for now, because we don't have too much of that. I could start selling firewood. Actually seems like a somewhat decent idea. Let's increase that to 400 and let's actually sell some firewood. No, let's not sell firewood. I will start selling firewood once I have once I have a woodcutter again. I'm sorry, my throat is just totally parched. And as I said, it's kind of late. We've been passing 2 o'clock, and I mean the 1 at night. Let me just drink something quickly. So it's kind of late. I've had to work today. It's currently Easter, so happy Easter to everybody. I went to an Easter special. This is kind of your Easter special, although it will be published long before Easter. Long after Easter, because I still have a lot of episodes in advance. I still have... I think I've uploaded the first 5 Banished episodes, so... those will go up during the next days. I hope I get to record something else as well. We're expecting quite a terrible time on Sunday and Monday, because people will return from the holidays. They will most likely not have anything to eat at home for whatever reason, and they will order pizza, which means I will have a lot to do, and I don't know if I can get out in time to record things. I'm also invited at the family's places, so having lunch at my grandma's apartment tomorrow, and lunch with my mother on Monday. So yeah, I have a busy time, and of course I will stay there for a bit. I'll talk to them and do stuff, and we'll see where things go. Like, I'm gonna play with my brother and stuff, so I'm unlikely to be able to record between lunch and work, so I'll have to see what I can get done Sunday night. I might do some more Banished. I might actually get to record some more towns, and maybe even Evil Genius. It all depends on the variety of things. Actually, it might have been a wise idea to put the boarding house a bit away, because I think the boarding house is somewhat prone to catching fire. If this burns down, I will place it somewhere else next time. I don't have to rebuild it at the same place. If a building burns down, you will also have this the option to either rebuild it and reclaim some of the resources, or to destroy it. We should also reclaim some of the resources. And then I'll just build it somewhere else. Also, where's my builder? I would like my builder to build more, build quicker. You don't need to idle, you have things to build. Also, why is everybody idle at the graveyard? That just seems morbid. Especially if there are only like 2 graves on it. I mean, it's not like it's much of a site or an attraction or something. It's just a graveyard. It's just 2 graves on a whole lot of land. Could you have placed them right next to each other or something? That seems like a reasonable idea to me. Just start filling it from here to there, or from here to there, and then go in lines, and not just one here, one there, and then plonk them wherever you want. Although I really have no idea how graveyards are filled. I mean, I could see why you'd want to start like here if there was a tree or something that you wanted to have your grave at, but those spots all seem pretty identical to me, so there is really no reason to scatter them like this. Also, why are all the children hanging out here? This place is creeping me out. And this music doesn't help. Like, if I'm watching at this and you're playing this music, it really doesn't help to ease any tension I feel, okay? Anyway, we're almost done with the boarding house. I'm expecting a whole lot of children to be born once this is finished. Because the boarding house will house, let's say here, I think it will house up to 6 families? I don't know. Living in a boarding house is bad for happiness, so the people who live here and who are forced to live here won't appreciate it. Ungrateful buggers they are. But they will procreate, so we'll have more children. And they will also have a roof, so they will not freeze to death. Although they shouldn't, because people will search shelter anyway. But yeah, they won't just go childless, which is all I need. It's pretty much all I need. Also, of course, people are not very willing to go to the boarding house if other more suitable places are available. Okay, let's see, how many families do we have? We have 15 families and about 12 houses. Well, most of them still in the working, but you get where I'm going. Where's my builder busy? What else am I building? Why is my builder not doing anything productive here? 0 of 2. Am I building anything else? What would that be? Where are you currently building? You're idling. Why are you idling? I mean, you have things to build. Okay. I guess unpause that. Why is my build idling? I don't like that. Where are you? You're finding a tool. Okay, fine. Get yourself a new tool. We should have plenty of those. Boarding house still doesn't have any occupants. I think I'm gonna pause that again. I'm really not sure if it's a wise idea to build all those at the same time. Where are we building? Where's my builder? Really, where is she going all the time? Oh, okay, I was building that well here. Now that makes sense. I completely forgot about that. It's important to have that because we are way too long from the river to make this effective, although it seems that the citizens are terrible at fighting fires. So that's just something I noticed. People seem to take ages to fight fires. Although I suppose that is historically accurate. So let's not do this. I completely forgot about that. Well, I'm so sorry I yelled at my builder. Actually, I'm not, because she most likely didn't notice it. But you see that thing's off in the... Oh, I totally forgot about that. Okay. So, nobody wants to live in a boarding house, but people will live in here once this house is finished. You can pretty much bet on that. So we're expanding slowly. There we go. As soon as it's finished, the two fishermen are moving in. It's kind of fun to see how the professions change after a while. Okay. If those houses burn down, we'll have occupants in the boarding house, by the way. So people will move in there if they become homeless, because it's still better than having no place to live at. But they will not, like, go there on their own if they have a house. If we had any homeless from the initial families, we would have most likely see them move to the boarding house, but not like that. Okay, we've been losing a few potential children here. That's fine. Yeah, I think those houses don't actually have the ability to house to fill this entire list. I think they stop at like 6 people. So yeah, just something to consider. Okay, we are saving the game, and I'm gonna call off the episode here. We didn't get too much done this time because we're still in this a little down phase between the initial building and the further growth of the town, where you have to replace your initial dying people. I mean, people will almost constantly die now, and we'll have to you actually see that? How many people are born and how many died? Not really. Okay. Anyway. So let's see how those 2 huts fare, and if we still make headway with the third, we will build another house. I really don't want to use up all my stocks. That is the one thing I'm concerned about now. Using up all my food supplies. Because I don't want to build another gatherer. I also can't really have another gatherer because I don't have the workers for that. I mean, I could just move them away from other places, although that wouldn't really serve anything. I don't want to remove those people. They are vital. I guess I could remove my foresters and move them to become gatherers as well. But this seems a bit odd. Also, you note that this will be very fast once we have farmers, because those will all act as laborers during the winter. I already mentioned that. It was kind of fun in the other game because I just assigned large areas of land to be gathered just because I could and because I didn't have anything else to do. And people were just amazingly fast. I totally didn't know why, but then it dawned to me, okay, I had like 6 fields or so with 10 workers on each. And that means that during the winter I had like 50 additional or 60 additional workers. So that means that everything was harvested incredibly fast during the winter, and I was kind of surprised because I checked it like in summer and hardly anything had been done there, and then I checked in the next spring and it was all grazed out. It was pretty amazing, and I was totally confused because I saw how much had been done in one season, and it didn't make sense to me that everything else was hunted, was gathered out during that winter. But at some point I noticed what was wrong, and I was quite happy because I had loads of resources. Anyway, I'll see you all next time. Bye.